welcome to Sweet Tomato Vine Homestead. I'm Linda. Today I am going to try to get one bed cleaned out today. Probably two, because y'all, the corn has got to get pulled out. It is time for the corn to go. Let me show you what the corn is looking like. Okay, this is what the corn is looking like. You remember I put this, well, Ricky put this netting around the corn so that the pests could not get it. And so we were successful in keeping those animals away from the corn, and we were able to get some nice harvest off of it. And now it is time for the corn to get pulled out because it is turned into a scarecrow in the garden, and I'm just ready for it to go. It has gotten really, really tall. We're not going to try to save this anymore. We're going to go ahead and we're going to pull it out, I think today. Okay, but I can't pass by these tomatoes without harvesting. Got 3 tomatoes that I need to get. You know, I could leave that other one. It's blushing. I could go ahead and get it. Okay, get these tomatoes and take them inside. Y'all, I'm seeing more. I wasn't planning on coming out here to do it and harvesting today, but this is the bed I want to focus on. This is the one that I am going to go ahead and clean out. It's not going to take much to clean it. I need to stand those tomatoes up. I need to cut back this Swiss chard. I have 2 different Swiss chards. I got the regular Swiss chard and some of the rhubarb Swiss chard, which is not rhubarb, but it just looks like that. I think that's what was on the packet that I had. It was called rhubarb Swiss chard just because of the color of the stems. And I am going to get this. I'm not going to pull my Swiss chard because we love Swiss chard. I'm going to leave like some of these leaves in here for photosynthesis, but I am going to cut it back so that it can start growing and looking better, have some more nice leaves on it because the sun has really did a number on it. So right now it's looking pretty bad. Then I got some weeds right back here that I'm going to pull out of this bed. And so I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to stop talking about it and just go ahead and get it done. Okay, first I think I'm just going to take these and just give it a nice cut. Okay, and see, I'm going to leave this part of the leaf right here for some photosynthesis. And I'm going to do the same thing to the other one. And it has some leaves down in here that can photosynthesize and make sure that this plant grows back. Okay, now I'm just going to clean. What is that? Got a tomato. What is this? Looks like a looks like a watermelon plant is growing out of this bed. I think the watermelon plant has rooted itself in this bed. So I'm not gonna cut that. I almost cut it, but I didn't cut it. Go ahead and just kind of clean this bed out. I have some other brassicas that's still in this bed that's trying their best to survive, but they are not doing a good job at surviving. Okay, so I know y'all, it is really warm out, you know, and it's hard to get out and do everything that you want to do. But don't worry about trying to do everything you want to do. Just do a small amount, and I believe that those small amounts will add up. And that you'll soon, you know, have it taken care of, or at least have it where it won't be getting on your nerve. Got an onion in here. I'm going to go ahead and take this onion out. Harvest that so you put it where it can be drying. I don't think we're going to have to worry about a whole lot of pests in this bed, so I'm not going to worry about trying to leave something out here to take care of the pests, because I have learned that that there are other ways that there are other ways that you can take care of those pests besides with those onions and garlic. Put that diatomaceous earth in here. Okay, so that, okay, I got a collar back there also. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna cut this one some. Okay, so now, see that bed looks a whole lot better. And now all I need to do, get back here, get my shovel first. And we have been getting a lot of precipitation. But y'all, we have to stop complaining about this precipitation, because at this rate, if we did not have the precipitation that we had, we would really be in a drought. Because with those temperatures being the way that they are, everything would dry up. So let's enjoy this rain for as long as we have it. Let's appreciate this rain. Okay, so I got those weeds. Now there's the tomato plant that needs to be stood up. Okay, let's see how we're gonna do this tomato plant. I think it's best to just go at the tomato plant from the opposite direction. And you all, if you get to the point where your tomato plant has gotten too unruly where you just can't do anything with it, y'all know those tomato plants they are very resilient. You can trim those tomato plants back a lot if you cannot get them to stand up and do what you want them to do. Those tomato plants they still can be trained to do what you want them to do, even though they have gotten pretty unruly. You can cut it back. And sometimes you have to cut it back even if it has tomatoes on it. But if you want to, you can wait till those tomatoes start to blush and harvest those tomatoes off. Right here, I have some tomatoes right here that are blushing. I'm gonna go ahead and wait, and I'll come back and I'll harvest more tomatoes off of this plant, and then I'll put this plant, then I'll cut this plant back. I can cut it back some now. I see how I want this bed to look. I can just go ahead and take my pruners and I can cut this tomato plant back some. And if you lose a few tomatoes, then that's okay. The main thing is you want to try to regain that control over your plant. As you can see, I still have a lot of tomatoes in here. So I'm going to cut some of these, prune some of these off. And so now I find me another stake, and I can stake, let's see. Okay, so that's one right there. I can stake this one. Put that one on this stake. Okay, this is a separate tomato plant right here. It has 2 tomatoes on it, but this tomato plant is not looking that great, and I just broke it. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna pull this tomato plant out. This one is gone. Okay, so here is another tomato plant. And this is one of my, that's a Roma tomato. Looks like I have 2 Roma tomatoes right here. And one of them has a lot of tomatoes on it. Yeah, I don't want to lose all those tomatoes right there. I'm gonna take one plant out. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna remove this plant. Okay, we got another Roma right here. I'm gonna take that off. Prune this one, and then I'll stake this plant. And so that'll leave me with 2 nicer looking plants in this bed. And I have some room that I can plant something in here if I need to. Go ahead and pull these brassicas out because it's about time to start putting more brassicas into the garden. So these old worn out ones can go. Except something like this Swiss chard that will still come back and do really good. Remove some of these suckers from this plant. And this plant looks pretty. This plant doesn't look the best, but the fruit on it is looking really good right now. So I'm just gonna take some of the suckers off, and hopefully this plant will start to look better now that it's not weighted down with all the suckers. And yeah, I did not do a lot of pruning to my tomatoes this season like I have in previous seasons, and mainly because this is a food forest now, and so it don't have to. The plants don't have to be pruned back as much in a food forest. You kind of let them do what they want to do. Until you just can't stand it no more. You have to come in and you have to do something for your own self, make yourself feel better. The plants will be okay, but you have to sometimes just come in and say, okay, y'all, I got to do something to this now because it's getting on my nerves. But this bed is just the beginning of some of the work that I will be trying to get done out here. But it's going to take, it's going to be a slow process. I'm not going to try to come out and just do a whole lot. I want to make sure that my irrigation is working right now. But the irrigation is on. Okay, so that bed is looking a whole lot better. I'll get another stake. I'm going to add some more potting mix to the bed and mulch it. Okay, I'm gonna add some fertilizer. This is some slow release fertilizer. Okay, and I'm gonna kind of work this fertilizer in a little bit. Okay, let me see, okay, there it is. I was trying to see where is the irrigation coming into this bed, because my irrigation is kind of dripping way out to the edge of the bed and leaving the middle of my bed pretty dry. So I'm going to move this irrigation just bring it in a little bit so that it can water the plants that are in the center of it. Okay. Just a minor adjustment that has to be made to make sure that everything's getting water, because it's pretty dry right here, but it's wet on the outside, on the edge of the bed. Okay. All right, so now got the bed cleaned out better. Got the bed clean. Got the fertilizer in. Now I'm gonna add some of this potting mix. Okay, so I don't even have to water this in or anything, because the irrigation is on and it's dripping in the center now. Okay, now we'll put some mulch in this bed. This mulch is going to help this bed to retain more moisture, and it's also going to prevent a lot of weeds from growing in this bed. Okay, so that is one bed that we have taken care of, and that's going to make me feel a whole lot better. Next, I want to give you all an update on my portulaca. And the portulaca is also known as moss rose, and this is how much they have grown. I am so excited about these because, as I told you, I could not find any more at the store, and I wanted them for the rest of my Dollar Tree stackables. And so now I have enough. And these are drought tolerant plants, and they are very beautiful. And these are the ones that I have in my Dollar Tree stackable that is doing good. The other ones not doing so good because it's hot, and the plants that were in them are just not doing that good. So those plants will be pulled out and be replaced with this moss rose. Y'all, I had this rose for about 3 years, but I never had anything out here for it to climb on. And this rose is so happy now that it has something to climb on. It is going on up this bench trellis. And I love that coral color. It's Very beautiful rose. I am back in the East Garden. I was out here yesterday. I harvested some squash and some Star of David okra. And so the reason that I am back out here today is to check on the Star of David okra, because that okra seems to be growing really fast. And I missed one day coming out, and when I came back out, the okra were huge. But I'm not really worried about it now, because y'all, that okra was delicious. Those huge pods, okay, we have some more pods out here, but they are not that big. And now that I know that I can let them get bigger, because y'all, they were tender and they were delicious. And so the Star of David okra is now my favorite okra. It is so delicious. Thank you, it's my Renaissance grandma, for sending me those wonderful seeds, because I have found a new love. Star of David okra is awesome. If you have not tried it, give it a try. I think that you will love it as much as we are loving it. And the way that I fixed them, I planned to fix them with the peas, but I just breaded them with some flour and cornmeal and some Cajun seasoning, and dropped them into some hot oil and fried them. And just, y'all, till they were golden brown, and they were delicious. They were the best okra that I had ever tasted. My son said it. Ricky loved it also. So, and the kids loved it also. So, hey, we found a new favorite in the okra. We'll still be having our other varieties that we have been having. You know, we've always loved the Clemson Spineless, and we always have had it. Last year we had the green velvet and jambalaya, but none of those really compare, and especially because of how big they get, how big those pods get. Those pods get huge, and they are still tender. So, you know, a lot of pods get big, but they are not tender. You cannot eat them. These are delicious. And y'all, if you saw the video yesterday, you saw how big those pods were. They were huge. I just didn't think that they were going to be any good until I stuck my nail in and I saw that it was tender. But once I got, you know, sometimes that can fool you when you just stick your nail in and then you get inside and try to cut them and cook them. These were awesome. So if you have not tried the Star of David okra, I suggest that you try it. Okay, y'all, next I'm going to plant some seeds. The seeds I'm going to be planting are some black cumin seeds. The black cumin seeds are the seeds that will make your black seeds, that you can make your black seed oil with. And so that is why I'm planting these. I planted some once and they did not germinate. So I have a few more seeds, and I'm going to go ahead and plant them out here. I'm going to leave them outside this time and see if I can get some black seeds so I can make me some black seed oil. And go ahead and do your research and find out what the benefits of black seed oil is, so that you can decide if this would be something that you might want to have on hand for you and your family. Okay, so first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to fill my container with some potting mix. I'm just going to pour it in. And this soil is very, very wet. And I'm just putting it in a window box so that I can have more than what I would just put into one of those little small containers. I'm going to add in some fertilizer. These black cumin seeds need light to germinate. And the seeds are pretty small. They look kind of like onion seeds. And sometimes some seeds like this can benefit by getting soaked, but I'm not gonna soak them. I'm just gonna sprinkle some of the seeds. And I'm gonna leave some because I am determined to get this black seed oil going. So now I'm just gonna put me a label on here, and I am going to put it over here in the sun. I'm gonna put it where it can get plenty of sunlight because it needs light to germinate. And our black seed are planted again, and hopefully this time we'll get some good germination and we'll be able to get some black seed. So I hope that y'all have enjoyed this video today, and that you give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, and go ahead and hit the notification bell to be notified when I upload a new video. And as always, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.